What's up, guys? Suckle King here, and this is my round of 16 matchup for the WPC tournament against odds. Now, as you can see here, I don't have a team builder, and that's because I built this team in about 10 minutes while I was sitting on the beach on my phone. And this was the first time I ever built any team or played any game on my phone, so that was an interesting experience for sure. The first two rounds of this league lasted 4 hours, and this was like all the games were to be completed in one day for some reason. So I didn't want to waste my time sitting at home playing one game every 2 hours. So I went to the beach here, but if I do win this game, I will be home in time to build for my round of 8 matchup. So as you can see, his team consists of Volcanion, Galvantula, Dhelmise, Metagem, Dragonite, Aromatisse, Jirachi, and Umbreon, but he did not bring those last two. I'm pretty happy that he didn't bring the Jirachi, because Jirachi is very versatile. Kind of hard to predict what it's going to do, and he doesn't have any Stealth Rock users on his team at this point, which is very nice for me. My team consists of Thundee, Garchomp, Heracross, Starmie, Jirachi, and Volcarona. Now, I don't have the exact sets on my team, but I know I was a Specs Thundee with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Power Ice, and probably Sludge Wave to hit the Aromatisse. My Garchomp was Scarfed with Earthquake, Outrage, Stone Edge to hit the Dragonite, I think. I'm not quite sure. I might have had Dragon Claw up there, because I guess I don't need Stone Edge with Outrage, obviously. No, I probably did click Stone Edge because he has an Aromatisse. They're probably Outrage, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and either Dragon Claw or Stealth Rock. Again, I don't remember, and I don't have this team on my phone, so I can't go back and resource that. I have a fairly fast Heracross. I think I put enough speed to outspeed a no-speed Umbreon or Dhelmise. I think Umbreon is faster, so probably a no-speed Umbreon. So after the -1 from Sticky Webs, I'm still able to outspeed it. I have Rock Blast, Close Combat, Pin Missile, and Substitute were the 4 moves that I had. Next poke I have is AV Starmie. I had AV Starmie to, I should be able to take any hit from Galvantula. So my point was to lead with Starmie and outspeed it and 2-hit KO it. So either the Galvantula is either going to hit me for a lot of damage, but I shouldn't be able to live a hit, or he's going to get Sticky Webs up, but I killed a Galvantula in return. So that was my thought process there. It was Surf, or Scald, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Rapid Spin. Next poke I have is Jirachi, who had Stealth Rocks, Ice Punch, Iron Head, U-Turn. I'm pretty sure that makes sense based on his team composition there. And the last poke I had was Quiverdan's Volcarona. I had Normalium Z, Hyper Beam to hit the Volcanion, and then Dual Stab, I'm pretty sure, is what I had for the last 2 moves. I might have had Hidden Power Ice instead of Bug Buzz to hit the Dragonite. I'm pretty sure that's what I had, actually. Pretty sure I had Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Hidden Power Ice, Hyper Beam, and Quiverdan's. So again, as I said before, I was going to leave with Starmie to make sure this Galvantula is not going to set up Sticky Webs and do a lot of damage to me. So as you see, he does lead with a Galvantula, and he outspeeds me. So he outspeeds me, that means he has to be a Scarfed Galvantula. It's very interesting since he's locked into Sticky Web at this rate. I do a lot of damage to the point where I can easily predict his Dhelmise and go for the Ice Beam here. Unfortunately, as you can see with the damage that I do, that he's a Salt Fest, and I guess I forget to put Analytic on my Starmie. Again, I can't reference it, but I'm fairly sure that I should have had. I was planning to have Analytic, but I might have had a Natural Cure instead of Analytic when I went and finalized the team. Again, I was on the beach, so sorry about the lack of quality in this game, but it was a very long tournament so far. So I am unable to Twig KO it. If I was Analytic, I had a chance, maybe 30-35% chance. If I got a high roll initially, I would have gone for the risk and tried to kill his Dhelmise at this point. So I am not able to Twig KO it. So I have to switch, and I go into my Heracross. This is my least useful member on the team, but I should be able to also really take any hit from Dhelmise pretty easily. As I do, it doesn't do a ton of damage, so I don't know if he's max attack or not. But right here, I'm pretty easily able to predict the Rock Blast going for the Aromatisse. And based on this damage, he is especially defensive, because the physically defensive Aromatisse might have been able to take 2 Rock Blast from full. But he's not able to, so now his answer for Thunderous T is gone. So that's very nice. I'm able to volt switch around pretty easily at this rate. I'm going to let him kill me off here because Heracross doesn't do a ton with Umbreon also not being around, Sticky Webs being up. So I'm fine with Dragonite, revealing that he has Aerial Ace. So he might not have Z Flyinium just because Aerial Ace wouldn't be that strong of a move compared to Z Fly. He might have it though. So I'm going to be able to Volt Switch pretty easily on his Dragonite at this point. Again, confirming that he is Assault Vest. And I can go right to my Volcarona. Now at this point, if I can kill his Dhelmise, and that'd be fine. I don't think Dhelmise would have any move to hit me. Again, because I'm on my phone and I'm not looking all this stuff up. I'm just playing the battle as is. So I can pretty safely go for the Quiver Dance and do a ton of damage. I don't think a +1 Hyper Beam kills Volcarona, if he's max HP anyway. If he's not max HP, I think I do. But it would kill After Rocks if I don't have up. But I would do enough damage where I can Revenge Kill it pretty easily with anything in my team. But I didn't realize that Dhelmise has Rock Slide. If I didn't know that Dhelmise had Rock Slide, I would have just killed the Dhelmise right here and taken out a big threat and try to get rid of the wedge with Stormy. But unfortunately, I'm not able to do that, which is fine. I can go into Jirachi and easily U-turn on that, because he doesn't really have a good switch into U-turn plus whatever Garchomp plus Thundurus that I have. So I can go into my Thundurus, and this is a free Volt Switch. I'm able to kill off the Volcanion, which is very nice, but he probably didn't need it a whole lot. I also had Stormy to take it on okay-ish. I guess he felt like Volcanion wasn't that big of a threat. Now I have to go into Garchomp here, and I go for the Garchomp here just because I can't let his Dragonite set up a +1. If he sets up a Dragonant, he's in very good shape to win. I do have Jirachi to take any hit, so I didn't think he would set up a Dragonant there, so he would have to go for like an Ice Punch on my Garchomp. I would break his Multi-Scale, and then I could handle it a lot easier. So I forced him to go into Medicham here. He has to rely that I'm not Scarfed, and that he can just kill me, but I am Scarfed. I do a ton of damage to the point where after Rough Skin, I am able to kill off the Medicham, which is a big threat going. And that's very nice. Again, at this point, I can't let the Dragonites set up on me, so I go into my Jirachi to prevent a Dragonite from setting up any moves. And I can just safely go for the U-turn and go into my Thundurus T. If he volts, he's not going to Volt Switch just because of the Thundurus T. That would lose too much momentum. He could HP Ice, which would do a lot of damage, but not do anything to Jirachi, which I don't know if he cares too much about. But he also kind of needs to weaken Jirachi for his Dragonite to sweep at the end there. So he goes for the Bug Buzz here, and it does a pretty good chunk to me. I guess I could have switched into Thundy T looking back on it, but I didn't want to get any damage on it to maybe live a hit from Dragonite. But I crit with U-turn, and this is not what I wanted, because I wanted to switch into Thundurus T, especially knowing that he was locked in the Bug Buzz. I could go for the Thundurus T and get momentum that way. I could hit and Power Ice and kind of prevent the Dragonite from doing a ton of damage to my team. I guess he still could have maybe Dragonanced up even on my Hidden Power Ice, so maybe just was for naught. But I also was kind of hoping that he wouldn't be able to kill my Thundurus T from full. So that's why I had to rely on that. Dragonite didn't have a move to hit the Thundurus with. So I go for the Volt Switch here, breaking his Multi-Scale, going into Jirachi, hoping that he can't hit me with anything, because I know he's going to Dragonance here. He probably will have Fire Punch or Earthquake or something. He does have Earthquake to knock me out. I go into my Thundurus here and hope that he burns like a Z-Dragon move, and then I could live a Dragon Claw at +1. So I think I do have a good chance to live a Dragon Claw just from +1 Dragonite. But he does go for the Ice Punch, which shows that it's a good game at this rate. So a very unfortunate game. The whole tournament was kind of weird though, just because all these games are in the span of 1 day. So each round lasted, it was supposed to last an hour and a half, but it was lasting a little more than 2 hours, just because it was very unorganized and you could prep for like an hour and 20 minutes. As long as your battle started before the hour and a half ran up, you were fine, which is weird. Just because like you wouldn't need more than an hour and a half to prep for any team. So I think he was trying to promote a speedy tournament, but it wasn't really that speedy. It dragged on too long, and you could build your teams in that time span normally anyway, so it wasn't really that speedy of a tournament. It was more of an endurance tournament of being able to play all 6 games in 2 hours each time, so you had to commit almost 12 hours to do this tournament here in one day, which really didn't make too much sense because there was no stream going on. I think he was live recording, the leader is live recording one battle each round, but he could have easily done this tournament one round in the span of like 3 or 4 days or so, and lived a game that he wanted. So that didn't make too much of a difference here. So it was a pretty badly run tournament, more of a meme tournament, I guess, in the end, even though the owner didn't want that initially, but it is what it is there. So I do lose this battle, unfortunately, but I really only played this battle just because there was a prize money at the end, so I might as well waste maybe 10-15 minutes of my time building and playing this game and maybe get some money at the end there. I probably wouldn't have even been home for round 4 if I did advance in this game. So, and my opponent lost in the next round, so that is what it is there. So whatever, is what it is. Unfortunate that I had to give this quality of a game, but the tournament was pretty badly run, which I didn't expect going into it. So I will be showing my teams for the Brawl for All. We should be a lot better, and already is a lot better of a tournament, I feel like, so far. I drafted my team that I'll show to you guys soon. I'll also post more of my NGBA battles and such. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.